Hi and welcome to Fluff Up. Today I am going to felt May from the movie Turning Red. Since the animation for this movie is so detailed, I am going to use different shades of red to create color variation on the fur. I started by making a wire armature from pipe cleaners. The wire will help keep positions and give the panda more weight so that it can stay standing. I covered the pipe cleaners with wool, making sure to be careful around the wires so that the needles didn't break. I started adding larger pieces of wool to build the shape of the panda. First I used white and then I started on the base of red so that the white wool wouldn't mix so much later on. I started shaping the features as I went, but without adding too much detail, just making small layers so that the shape of the head or the body would be the right one. I shift the ears away from the head and kept them loose so that I can fix or reshape them once they are on the head. To shape fingers, I just follow a line and keep pushing the wool in until I get the shape that I need. I added white for the snout and for the white of the eyes. I prefer to felt it directly onto the head so that I can keep the wool thinner and so that it won't get too bulky once I start adding more detail. I decided to mix different shades of red and orange for the fur, so I looked for some wool carders, but since I couldn't find any nearby, I bought some pet brushes and used those instead. What I do for the fur to be fluffy is push the wool in the middle of the strand so that the ends stick out on each side. I then cut the excess wool and keep repeating it along the whole project. Adding detail to the eyes requires very small amounts of wool. To make it easier for the needle to pick up the strands, I roll them in my fingers before attaching them onto the face. I added lighter wool around the head since that was what I observed in the movie. I kept it pretty short except for the cheeks. For the little wisps of fur and the ears, I felted the little pieces away from the body and then hid it amongst the fur on the ears. The tail was so fluffy that it was easy to cover it with wool, and since there is wire underneath, it can be moved and used to stabilize the panda. Now that most of the features are in place, I can reshape the nose and add the little line of the snout. And this is my felted version of May. I think my favorite part is how happy she looks and how fluffy her tail is. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you subscribe so you can see my future projects.